Well, hello. How art thou? I hope you're doing good. Welcome to Randy Brown's Problem Solving Stream, where we're going to be solving your problems, but not the problem of my glasses being crooked. So, go ahead and let us know what your problem is. You son of a. I mean, yeah, there you go. We've got one person watching. I bet you feel pretty special now, don't you? Two people watching. So, if you got a problem, just shout it out, and we'll try to fix that right quick. I'm going to be using Looking Sharp Randy. Oh, yes. All right. Thank you, Pixel. I appreciate it. So, Pixel, is there a problem in your life that's been perturbing you? You know, something that you need to work out? Anything? Anything? I go ahead and type it in the chat. Well, let me know, because damn, I got one person watching and one like. So thank you, Pixel. So any problem that you need addressing, any issue that you're dealing with, we're gonna try and solve that for you today. Yeah, we're gonna try to get it going on. Nothing really. I blocked the problem the other day. Well, sometimes that's what you need to do. Sometimes you need to use the power block. So how you been, Pixel? What have you been up to? And if you don't have a problem, we could talk to you about either Batwoman or The Rise of Skywalker. Those are two movies I'm looking forward to immensely. Do you have any feelings on Batwoman, Rise of Skywalker? Decent, just chilling. I believe you are. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Well, no spoilers, but they changed history quite a bit for that. Yeah. Silence. My mom hates it when I slur. I'm trying to do my best to cut that out of that. I thought, yeah, I really enjoyed that. Yeah, I thought it was good. Uh, there were quite a few cameos in there, and one thing that Tarantino has in all of his movies is the red apple cigarettes. The red apple cigarettes, it's his own creation, and I don't know how he did it, but he got someone who sounded exactly like you know who. Damn, we keep gaining one and losing one, gaining one and losing one. So, everybody, welcome to the problem solving stream. If you've got a problem, we shall try to solve it. So, go ahead and list any problems you have. I'm going to be trying to use Anthony Robbins' paradigm. His paradigm basically goes like this. First, understand their world, which is where you get to understand the problem. And then the second one would be get leverage. And then the third one would be interrupt the limiting pattern, which is whatever the problem is, whether it's a thought process, something like that. We would cut it out. Define the problem in solvable terms. Create options. Condition the new behavior. And relate to a higher purpose. So those are the 7 steps. If somebody wants to chime in with a little problem they got, and something serious and not some BS like, this guy's bugging me. We can fix it. Hopefully, and probably, and most likely. So, What did you enjoy about it, Pixel, while we're waiting? So welcome to the problem-solving stream, where we solve your problems. Only 3 people in the stream. I expect 3 likes. Do it, people. Just kidding. Damn, nobody's chiming in on this problem-solving stuff. Within like a description box. So if anybody's got any problems, let me know. I'm here for you. Pixel, you got any other problems anywhere with anything? And you know, if you've got cleaning problems with your whiteboard, a little goof off does not help. It does help. It does help. So, anybody got anything they want to talk about? Just toss it up there. Throw it on there. I mean, it's a problem-solving stream, but we can talk about whatever. So if you have problems with your girlfriend, job's been bugging you, whatever. You have problems with an addiction. Yakov. Hey, Randy! What up, Yakov? Yakov, welcome to the problem-solving stream where I help you solve your problem. All right. Hello. Lord Fingers. Wow. Yes, your biggest friend, Yakov, is here. No, I do not. No, I'm good. Yakov says, "Oh, is that Fizz?" Well, yes, it is Yakov. Fizz. All right, I'll put you on, but be nice to everybody. Okay. All right. Boop. You're on speakerphone, my friend. Thou art good. Yakov says, my good buddy Fizz.
Well, yeah.
He actually does say that.
Live. Freaking live. No comment. Anyway, how's the spring going, my friend?
Pretty good. We don't have any problems yet. I'm trying to get some problems in.
Problem solving? Well, how about this, man? How about you solve this problem? How does fear save money? Because I'm out Christmas shopping right now. I just bought my Christmas tree. And you know how Casey is. He shops like, way in advance. Well, I have to shop way in advance.
Yeah.
And fear is a mess. And I absolutely hate shopping, beyond belief. So I like to get it done all in either a day or 2 or a matter of days. So.
Well, tomorrow is Black Friday, Fierce.
Oh, Randall, they've already massacred the stores already. The store that I'm at right now is absolutely massacred. I mean, there is people everywhere.
Yakov says, I hope Fierce is having an excellent Thanksgiving.
Well, Randall, I'm like, listen, I appreciate all of this sentiment, right? I just find it very weird and very disturbing. Randall, now be honest, I'm not saying anything bad, but notice how Quentin was being extra nice, and now Yakov is being extra nice. Something's going on.
Maybe they're turning over a new leaf.
Yeah, Randall, but I'm going to get a cake in Rocket I don't know, Randall. I wouldn't believe it. I mean, I appreciate the sentiment, and to answer him, I did have a great Thanksgiving. I spent it with little Randall, and it was fantastic.
I had sushi,
You did have sushi, Randall.
and he had turkey.
You know what, Randall? I'll be honest. I'm kind of mad at myself that I did not try sushi. I was on the fence. I was like, should I try it? Should I not try it?
Yeah, Spears couldn't try it because it had cream cheese in it, and cream.
I wanted to. But I went up there, and almost every single one of them had some type of cheese in it. And I couldn't do it. I mean, I'm sure they could have specially made me one without cheese, but I didn't want to be like, a pain in the ass for the guy.
Well, what's cool about that place is they let you have steak too. If you ask them to like cook you up a steak,
I noticed that. I saw that.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
I didn't partake in any because Spears had to do, the classic, of Thanksgiving, mashed potato, ham, turkey, corn. There'll be a vlog coming. Everyone can see it.
Yeah.
Oh, and wonderful news, Randall. I guess I should debut it on the channel. Spears has actually got furnishings in his apartment, finally. The only reason why I had to wait is because, a lot of people were making a lot of rumors up, but the real truth is my mom and dad were not feeling well, especially my dad. So my dad had to wait until, he got his cancer under control, and I'm a good son. So I said, I don't need all that crap just yet. So I'm like, why don't you wait until you feel better? And then he felt better, and now they brought not all of my furnishings, but almost all my furnishings. So the apartment is looking more homey and looking more, looking good. Randall's seen it.
Yeah. I haven't
it.
seen it with the furnishings yet, but I have seen it.
Oh, no, I sent you some pictures, Randall.
Oh, yeah. I meant firsthand. I haven't seen it firsthand.
Yeah. So, no, not firsthand. But so, Randall, solve that problem. How does Spears save money around Christmas time? Or how does anyone save money around Christmas time?
Well,
I'm trying to find the deal. I'm looking around. I'm trying to find the deal. I'm trying to save as much money as humanly possible.
Well, if you order online, I don't remember what it was called. I think it's called Etsy. But if you order stuff online, there is a thing where you can go and you can sign up with them. It's free. And it will find the password or the passcode to get you like free, not free stuff, but you know how like, you put in like a little serial number and it gives you like discounts? This thing finds that discounts for you.
Okay, so Randall, what now? Please, oh my God, I hope the trolls don't make fun of me because I've never heard of this. But what in the hell is that? I have no idea.
I don't know if that's it. I'm gonna go on Google right now and I'm gonna find it. I don't know if it's Etsy.
I've never heard of Etsy. I'm not saying computer technology type of guy. I keep saying it's kind of simple, like I'm more old fashioned. I go out, I look at the deals. I'm like, oh yeah, my mom will like that. I'll buy it for Christmas. Well, like I said, I'm a typical male. I love Christmas to take Christmas shopping. The only time I like Christmas shopping is like when you do it with like family or loved ones or like a friend or something like that where you're not by yourself. But I kind of have to do it by myself because now I'm in a relationship. So.
Yeah. Okay, so I was totally wrong on the name. It's not Etsy. It's called Honey. And what it is, it's a coupon and saving finder. So you type this in. It's a free browser extension. And like what it does is like every time you look at something, it'll give you the coupon code for the cheapest deal. And it gives you it free. So it's I don't think it costs anything to get on. So if you want to order some stuff online, Honey would be the way to get it.
Okay, so what is it? Just www.honey.com?
Yeah, just you can go to Google and you can just type in Honey coupon finder, and they'll bring it right up.
Hey, well, Randall, that is a good Christmas tip.
Yeah.
Of course, when you're in the stores, ladies and gentlemen, look for those deals. Look on the price tag because sometimes they mark things down, sometimes they mark them up.
Yeah.
Normally they mark them down on Black Friday.
You know, Walmart used to be they would give you they would let you use coupons up to 4 times, but they stopped doing that a long time ago, which sucks.
Yeah, Randall, I think they stopped doing that like in 1995 or some shit.
Yeah, around that.
Because my mom used to do that all the time.
Yeah. My mom used to be able to get, like, we would have $200 worth of groceries. She would be able to get $100 off, so it cut our bills in half.
Well, hell yeah, Randall. Oh, yeah. There you are. Randall, did I mention that you're a genius?
No, you didn't. But thank you. I appreciate it.
Randall, I mean, the fans already know that you are a genius, my friend, and a scout, and a good friend.
I try to do my best.
You are a good friend, my friend.
And I'm just going to remind the stream that this is a problem-solving stream, so if you have any problems, I will do my best to help you.
Randall, how many people are watching?
2 people, and I've got 1 like, so that's 50% likes.
So, Yakov, so one troll is watching, and then who else is watching?
Our good friend Yakov is watching, and I think Pixel Protocol is watching.
Okay, well, at least a real fan is watching. Pixel Protocol is a real person, a real fan, so there we are. Well, that's not too bad. Half and half.
Yep.
Half and half.
But Yakov, if you have any problems, just put it in the chat. Pixel, you're welcome. Anything you got going, like we kind of
if there's one thing I know, Yakov's got a lot of problems, so I'm sure he'll fill the stream.
Well, that's good. That's what this stream is about. So there you go.
Yeah. I half joke, I half kid. I'm half serious, I half kid. But yeah, that's all I'm gonna say about that.
I'm 2 halves of a kid.
well, I'm gonna shut up while I can, Randall.
Yeah. While you're ahead.
Because usually my mouth gets me in trouble, but sometimes the truth hurts.
Oh, Mercenary Comparis is on today, and he says, "Hell yeah! Finally made it into a Randy stream today."
Oh, joy! Another troll. Awesome.
All right, so I'll talk to you later, Fierce.
Now, Randall, question.
Yeah.
What did you want for Christmas?
I don't want anything for Christmas, but anything by Chloe Madonis. She's a therapist, relationship therapist. I would really like something from her.
Okay, Randall,
she works with Tony Robbins, and Tony Robbins is like one of my favorite people of all time. So.
All right, Randall. So here it is. How about Fierce says this? How about off camera? You tell me what you want.
Okay.
Fierce will get you something from this author. I don't know who this author is, but I will get you something from the author, and then maybe a classic DVD. So maybe 2 gifts. One for your birthday coming up, and then we'll put this. All right? How about that?
Okay, I'll tell you off stream.
Tell me on stream. I hope you have a good stream. And I hope everybody had a wonderful Thanksgiving.
Okay.
And
all right.
Randall, we had a great stream, a couple hours ago. Awesome.
Yes, we did.
It was amazing.
Yeah, I liked it so much, I wanted to do another one. So.
I know. I saw that. I caught a little bit of the beginning, but then.
Are you watching right now?
I'm not watching. I'm just on the phone with you because I'm actually shopping right now. But I got a little notification that you started your stream. I thought I will give Randall a call and see how the stream is going.
All right.
Because I am a good friend, and I was like, you know what? My Randall streams are usually pretty badass. I'm sure he's doing fine.
And Mercenary wishes you a happy Thanksgiving too, Ferris.
Well, take it with a grain of salt, Randall, but I appreciate it.
Salt is good, Ferris. I like salt.
Well, Gary would know. Dump some salt on that pizza.
Salt is good on your pizza. You know what they stopped putting on pizzas? Anchovies. I really like anchovies. Michelangelo made such a big deal about not liking anchovies in Ninja Turtles 1.
Wait a minute. Why in the world would they stop putting anchovies on pizza?
I don't know. I think they said it was raw fish, and some people were getting sick. But I love it.
No, that's bullshit, Randall. You can ask for anchovies on your pizza.
All right.
Okay. It's your pizza. You can put whatever you want on it.
Okay.
And if I was like, hey, I want pineapple, I'll put it on there. Hey,
pineapple is good.
I do like pineapple. But, here's have to go with his classic, pepperoni and sausage.
Pepperoni.
He never goes You can never go wrong with pepperoni and sausage, man. I'm telling you.
Okay.
It's like a drug, Randall.
All right. I'll call you after the stream's done.
All right, call me later, and I wish everybody that's not a troll a happy Thanksgiving.
All right.
Anyway, all right, Randall, keep it up, buddy. You're the man.
All right.
All right, bye.
Bye. All right. Yeah, I agree. Because I love Miss Michaels. Miss Michaels was one of my favorite teachers of all time. Anyways, how your day's? What's the stream about? We're doing a problem-solving stream, Mercenary. It's gonna be fun. You might have heard me a little while ago talking about Tony Robbins, and today we're actually going to be using Tony Robbins' 7-step problem-solving strategy. We might just solve it in one step, but the steps are understand the world, so figure out what the problem is, do that. Get leverage, figure out what they really want, get them going towards it. Third step is interrupt limiting patterns. So if you got like pattern of anger, frustration, whatever, we'll deal with that. And then fourth is define the problem in solvable terms. We'll be doing that. Fifth is create options. So whatever problem is, we'll figure out not only one way, not two, but 3 ways that you can circumvent the problem. Then the next step is condition the behavior, and then after that, relate the problem to a higher purpose. So not only are we going to solve the problem, we're going to get it personalized to you, so you can fulfill your mission well. That's it. It's a 7-step strategy. I like Tony Robbins. He's one of my favorite people on the planet. A lot of people say, if you could, have dinner with anybody living or dead, a lot of people say Jesus, say Einstein, but I'd be like Tony Robbins. And then Jesus. But yeah, Tony Robbins, he's a cool guy, and he works with 3 people, Chloe Mondanas, and then Magali Pasha, who is the daughter of Chloe Mondanas, but she married Mark Pasha. And Mark and Magali wrote this strategic intervention handbook, which has a lot of really cool stuff if you are if you like, Tony Robbins type of stuff. And then I read Strategic Intervention, read Love Happens by Magali Pasha, and now I'm going to work on down the line to Chloe Mondanas, the mom. And she has 7 books. I don't have any of them. So the first book, whatever the cheapest book is, I'm going to get that, and then I'm going to work myself down the line to the most expensive book. And then if I can get the most expensive book on Kindle, I might, because I want to read it now, not 7 days from now. And then I've started 5 hours of Tony Robbins Greek coaching, where he has little paradigms that he shows you there, and it's pretty cool. I went to www.actionworkbook.com, and there he gives you an email. You put it in, and he'll give you 5 3 hours of video of techniques that he does. The first video is Tony and Rashad. Rashad had the problem of stuttering, and in not less than 10 minutes, Tony fixed his problem and used a different problem-solving strategy. And in less than 10 minutes, Rashad wasn't stuttering anymore, and Tony actually gave him a spot in his show for him to public speak, to give him a chance to show everybody how transformed he was. So that was pretty cool. So that's basically what we're doing with Mercenary. I'm sorry I've been so long-winded. So whatever your problem is, go ahead and leave it in the chat, and we'll try to deal with it in a timely and expedient fashion. If anybody else is in the chat or wants to talk about anything else, go ahead. The floor is yours. So, whatever you want, go ahead. Yeah, I learned a lot from that strategic intervention handbook. That was pretty good. Basically, it goes over types of clients, ways to deal with relationship problems if you had those. The 5 different types of clients there are. There's fire clients, wind, earth, air. They all have different classifications. So really, please, anybody, put something in the chat. You got to do something. You got to solve your problem. If you do have a problem, if you don't. So yeah, just chilling out. The next review I might do might be a book review. I think I might review the strategic intervention handbook because I learned a lot of useful nuggets out of that book. Damn, we just lost another one. All right. So if anybody has anything they want to say, well, I got 100% of likes, so 2 out of 2. All right. So maybe I should do goal setting longer. Maybe I should have given you more advance notice. So let me go over these steps again, just in case anybody missed it, because we only got 2 people here. Nobody's putting in anything. How's your day been, Randy? Good. It's been a good day. Just went to public speaking class, and in there it's also a Jehovah's Witness thing. And we learned about the 10 lepers. The lepers got healed by Jesus. He sent 10 of them away to show themselves to the priests and get healed, and only 1 came back and thanked Jesus. So they weren't that grateful. We want to be grateful. And be as grateful as possible. And that's what I learned today in church. And pretty good. Any questions? I can answer some questions. Any questions? Comments? Anybody? Got any problems you need to try to help? I need to figure out how to get people in here. Because this is just not working for me. I want to do Google Hangouts, but Google Hangouts is not. I wish there was some way to get some people in here. All right. This is going okay. So, Mercenary, have you seen any cool movies lately? We could just turn this into a movie talk stream. Pixel. Mercenary. Any good movies out? Any ones you're looking forward to? Oh, here we go. I guess my big problem is well, Mercenary, I think you're just going to have patience on that one. And then, it's like I tell Pierce, sometimes Pierce, you just got to wait. You just got to wait things out. But so patience, number one. Two, could do a complimentary video for peers. I believe in taking the high road. And there's three roads you can take in life. There's the low road, where you treat people worse than they treat you. There's the middle road, where you treat people the same as they treat you. And then there's the high road, where you treat people better than they treat you. And, I try to take the high road most times, but sometimes I get stuck on that middle road, and occasionally I find myself veering off into the small road. And that's most of why I'm really list. Yes, I did see Joker. It was awesome. And I didn't think it was gonna be. I did not have high hopes for that movie. Number one, because it was directed from the director of Hangover, which I was not a fan of any of those movies. I thought those were all stupid, and not just like, oh, it's a comedy stupid way. I thought they were just stupid. So I was really surprised when the guy wrote and directed, and it was good. Also, I think one of the main problems that the Halle Berry movie Catwoman had, is that it really divorced itself from all Bat mythology except for the character of the Catwoman. Because I think, Catwoman, they tried to make her own thing. They try to. It's just Catwoman. There's no Batman. There's no Gotham City. There's no any of the bad villains. There's not Alfred. There's not Bruce Wayne. We're not even calling the character Selena Kyle. So the Catwoman movie really divorced itself in every way from the Bat mythology, other than being a movie called Catwoman. Joker, on the other hand, did not do that. It was very much set in the Bat world. I'm going to go into light spoilers here. There was mention of other characters in the Bat universe. It was set in Gotham, and it wasn't like there was a line in Suicide Squad that I thought was pure genius, where the Joker goes, "I'm not the Joker, I'm an idea," and that was really cool, because here's something that you may not know. The series Batwoman, I've seen every episode of that series, and what's significant is not only did they make mention of the Joker, but they called the Joker Jack Napier. Now, what's significant about that is a lot of people don't know. I don't know whether it's the trademark or the copyright, but Jack Nicholson owns either the trademark or the copyright to that character, so they can't use that character without his say-so. So, what if, for sweepstakes, we not only got the Joker for Batwoman, but it was the Jack Nicholson version of the Joker played by Jack Nicholson. We're looking sharp tonight. Yeah, I went to church tonight. Keep up the good work. Thank you, N4. It's a tough problem, N4. What was your problem, N4? Oh, here we go. More me, doesn't even remember more me. Leave nice compliments and vlog, and probably has seen any. Yummy something. Yeah, like I was just saying to Mercenary Terrorist, number one, time. And two, in your favor, and four, just be persistent. So patience, persistence, and I'm sure, and like I was just talking about with Mercenary and four, we were talking about the three roads, and these were in the John C. Maxwell book, Talent is Never Enough, which is a pretty good book. So you have three roads: the low road, the middle road, and the high road. The low road where you treat people worse than they treat you. The high road, or no, the middle road is where you treat people the same as they treat you. And the high road, which is what I try to take usually, treat people better than they treat you. You know, like we got the golden rule: treat them like they treat you. This is treating better than they treat you. And you know, I I got a few apologies I want to make. I want to apologize to Carrie for any living. I was just doing some playful jabs. If you didn't like it, I'm sorry. I felt bad, and I was actually in church thinking about that. So I am sorry, Carrie, if I said anything offensive, and and then also I was kind of running my mouth off today, and I kind of said some stupid stuff, and I feel bad about that. So kind of need to smack myself in the face with it. So if there was anybody else I've offended in the last stream, I am sorry. I was thinking about you today, and really sorry. So, hard being a true fan, but for our reeling, it's been pretty tough. We have very well in love sport, but he ends up blocking us and keeping that. Well, so number one, patience. Number one, patience. Number two, persistence. And number three, and this is a big one, consistency. All right, consistency. Because the thing is, I hate to say this, I hate to say it, but some people, I'm not going to say who, some people have gone to Fears. Fears, I'm sorry, I'll never do it again. I didn't mean to do it. I didn't mean to say this, didn't mean to say this, didn't mean to put that out, didn't mean to put this out. And then 2 or 3 weeks later, somebody says something, somebody puts something out, somebody does something horrible, and then he has to reblock them. So, and I'll admit, I'm not exempt from this. Other people are not exempt of this. But I have been a friend, and I have not been a fair weather friend. Fears sometimes has pissed me off, like really badly, really badly. But I forgave him because he's been my friend for a long time, and I believe in the power of forgiveness. So, I really got to say, I'm trying to think of the most judicious way of putting this. If you want to be a friend in the good times and the bad. For communicating on the faults. See, that's great. Thank you, N4. Matt Man and Stream Channel. What up, Matt? What's up, Matt? You chilling up well? Is it flushed at your house? No, he hasn't crunched up. He was just joking. But, that's fine. So we got 3 whole people in here. If anybody has that seems like something to get mad about. Hey, oh. Well, Matt, what we're doing, we're solving people's problems. So if you have any problems, let us know in the chat. I am, whatever your problem is. Problem seems to be synonymous today, but whatever your problem is, go ahead and leave it in the chat. We'll try to figure it out. I'll try to give you not 1, not 2, but 3 different answers. So if you have any, all good, Matt. So I should probably warn you in advance for these streams. Like, Matt Man, ask for any questions. Yeah, Matt Man, ask for any questions so I can solve your problem. the answer. Need to know. I can have a better 2020. Well, Matt, what exactly do you want to accomplish in 2020? Do you have any New Year's resolutions? Do you have anything, any New Year's resolutions that you're going to make or thinking about making? Channel this year's set. Channel this year's set. Okay. So, so channel this year's set. So, like I said, we're not going to find one solution, not two, but three. So, this year, Matt, what I would do, if I were you, is number one, I would look up probably, I'd say about 4 editing vlogs. And even if you don't learn how to make better videos, try to learn to become quicker. Because, you know, there was actually a survey taken, and a lot of people got the answer wrong to this survey. And the question was, are people who are good at something faster or slower? What do you think the answer was, Matt? Do you think the answer was faster, or do you think it was slower? And anybody else in the, I'm gonna let that question hang for about 2 or 3 minutes before I answer the question. So, do you think experts are faster or slower than other people? Trying to find a job I like. Yeah. Trying to find a job I like. Do you want to get in the program? Now, man, on that last comment, a good editing program is nice to have. You know, like personally, me, I like Adobe. Adobe has worked really well for me. I find it's a really good editing program. Right now, what I edit my videos on is Adobe Premiere Elements, which is the cheap version. And the thing about it is, I'm not talking about Windows Movie Maker, but if you're a good editor, you can do good, decent work with a very simple editing program. One thing that you might want to be aware of is you don't want to break the bank, you know, because I did have Adobe Premiere Pro for a while. And the problem with Adobe Premiere Pro is that it is $20 a month. They don't let you buy the CD anymore and install it, and then it's good for life. They don't do that anymore. Adobe Premiere Pro is $20 a month, and 20 times 12. 2 times 12 is 24. And then add a zero onto that, that's $240 a year that you could be spending on something else. So that's something to think about. And, you know, a lot of people don't know how much these like little purchases add up. Like, let's say you spend $1 a month on something. You know, I mean, $1 a day on something. Like, let's say you have a cup of coffee that's $1 for like 30 days. That's $30. $30 times 10 is 300. See where I'm going with this? So sometimes even those little small purchases that you make every day, cut those out, you might be able to save around $300 of your income. Thanks, Randy. Editing program, Las Vegas. That's pretty well. Hey, Dragon, what's up? Yeah, what I would suggest is Adobe Premiere Elements. That is it's a one install thing. You get the CD, you can go to Best Buy, you can get it there and install it once, and then it's done. And then I believe the latest version of Adobe Premiere Elements also comes out with, I believe it also comes with Adobe Photoshop Elements bundled with it. Now, again, these are the cheapo versions of the programs, but everything you need from a good editing program will be in that program. Personally, it's one of my favorites. Dragon! Hey, Dragon, what's up? Welcome to the problem solving stream. We've got 4 people watching. Thank you to M4. Thank you to Mattman. Thank you to Dragon. Thank you to Mercenary. And thank you to Yakov. Thank you all for watching. Sorry I missed all your stream, Dragon. So, Dragon, what we're doing is we're doing a problem solving stream. So, whatever your problem is, we'll not try to find one, not two, but three different solutions to your problem. So, Mattman, what I would do, I let the question hang in the air. The answer to the question, do experts work faster or do they work slower? That was the question, and the answer is really counterintuitive. Experts actually work faster because they know what they're doing, so they don't need to spend time fumbling around with things. So one thing that I would suggest, Mattman, if you do have a good admin system, and Vegas is pretty good out here, what I would do is I would spend time learning the keystrokes or keyboard customization. One problem with the computer I have right now is that I accidentally I bit into a mango. Juice went squirting, flying into my keyboard. Now I only have a few of those keys available. So to make editing faster, I don't use any of the keys that don't work. But if you go into your editing, if you go into keyboard customization, you can take a key that you use a lot, like if you want to quit really fast, you can assign that key to Q. Or if you need to cut something or ripple edit something, I just hit I and boom, it's done. You know, if you want to work in the snapping where you snap a clip to another clip, I just hit S. So not only do I customize the keyboard so I can work faster. That's the purpose of keyboard customization, is so that you can work without having to go, okay, edit, okay, razor tool right there. So, you know, so that's, get a decent editing system, not an expensive editing system. 2, learn your keyboard customization. It will cut your time by 25% at least. And then 3, if you could, you know, maybe look for some videos on editing besides keyboard customization, stuff like that, and look for videos on how to get video ideas, on how to grow your channel, stuff like that. Okay, Dragon, do you have any questions? Dragon, do you have any questions for Randy? Thank you, N4. That's good. Gotta say, I can see the stream format is pretty awesome. Thank you, N4. All good tips. Thank you, Randall. You're welcome. Mattman videos, where's Fears? He was in here a little earlier. How would you deal with IP hackers? Good question, Dragon. Okay, number 1, what I would do with that, Dragon, I have very few ideas, but I will tell you the few that I do have. I'm a big fan of this show, The Mentalist, and there's one episode of The Mentalist where The Mentalist was hacking into somebody's wall safe, and you know, the lead detective, her name is Teresa Lisbon, played by the beautiful and lovely Robin Tunney. She goes, "What are you doing?" I was like, "What are you doing?" It looks like you're putting in codes. What are you putting in? He goes, "I'm putting in the top 40 passcodes of all time." Yeah, and the first one is ABC123. And that actually was a passcode somebody had that, you know. So what I would do with you, Dragon, number 1, I would look up the top 40 passcodes of all time, and I would make damn sure that all of those passwords were not your passwords. And then make sure that your password is very personalized to you. Something that is not, you know, mostly something that's gibberish. Don't try to put in a real word. For passcodes, you might want to put in the first sentence of something. So, you know, if there's a famous saying that you know that you can quote off the top of your head, like "Look up there, it's a bird, it's a plane, it's Superman." Put the first letters of each of those words in, and then put in a series of random letters. Do not put in your birthday. Do not put in the year you were born. Do not put in the age that you're at. And that ought to give you a pretty uncrackable code. That ought to do it. You know, so that's one tip that I would give as far as your passwords go. Because I mean, the way people hack into these things are your passcodes. You got a dumb passcode. I'm not saying you have a dumb passcode, but I'm saying a lot of people who get hacked have dumb passcodes. So the second thing I would do is I would Google your question, Dragon. And one book that I would recommend is a book called Social Engineering by Chris Haddonacki. And this book, if you don't know what social engineering, it's just a trumped up new age term for con artists. And it's a pretty good book. It teaches you, number one, the top 40 passcodes of all time. That would help you. And then it also teaches you, police techniques, interviewing techniques, and it shows you the various ways that people can come in and hack you and scam you. And one of the things is a lot of people don't know this, but when your mail gets sent to other people, it's like they put the mailman puts it in your mail. So I mean, your information is out there. And then also, this is just a general tip for everybody out there. What a lot of people don't know is hackers can do a lot of damage with a lot of your personal information. I mean, a con artist needs incredibly little information to get all of your information. You would be surprised. There's a lot of these stupid little games on the internet, like, hey, what was your birth date? And if you put December, you're a Sagittarius, and if you put this in, you're all these stupid little names, like put in your middle initial, put in your birth date. What a lot of people don't know is all this information can be used to get your information. So if you're on Facebook, don't play those games because you do not know who's looking at this and what they're going to do. I'm sorry, I've been ignoring the chat. Hold on. Yeah, Pink Ranger 123. That's good. I like that. Deal with idea. Oh, doctors. Good question again. People don't use Pink Ranger 123. That would have been one I would have used before, but I did not. Switch it up, Dragon. I don't. Maybe something like Too Fun. List Network. It's Toku. Damn Dragon. Be nice. Yeah, Dragon. Be nice. Yeah. Everybody be nice. Everybody be nice. So yeah. So that would be my 3 tips for you, Dragon. Number 1, Google the top 40 passcodes and make sure your passcode is a difficult, hard to understand passcode. Second tip, Google your question on Google. And then, I'm sure Amazon has books on hacking and stuff like that. And third tip, buy Social Engineering by Chris Haddonacki. And if you got a Kindle, you can buy it directly off the Kindle and you can read it in less than 5 minutes. So go on Amazon Kindle, read that, do that. So there you go. There's my 3 tips for you, Dragon. Ask questions for other people. Yeah, you can ask questions for other people. Go ahead, Uncle. Go ahead. Whatever you want. I'm here for you. For all you. So, channel. And one thing you might want to consider, Matt, is maybe do a quick vlog on what you want to see. And for sure, Dragon's a bit shy, but maybe give him some more tips for singing. Tips for singing. All right. I actually do have a few. Number 1, when you're up there, move your body. Don't just stand there and just sing. Don't do that. Now, I'm just gonna. I'll do. These are not only singing tips, but these are public speaking tips. Okay, number 1. I'm just sitting here and I'm talking. And it's good. I'm trying to be as expressive as possible. Trying to have enough expression in my voice, but it's really not coming through. All right. Now, watch this. I'm speaking. I'm trying to emote. It's coming through. When you get into it and make the gestures and have the head tilt and have the thing, it's very much different. And then also, I'm going to give you a little tip off the show Light of Me. On the show Light of Me, if you haven't seen it, Tim Roth plays a body language expert, and he was privy to a phone call where an assassin was shooting people, and they couldn't figure out who the assassin was. They had video of the entire place, and the assassin slipped into a coffee shop, and he made a phone call from the coffee shop. Now, the thing was, is that they had video of everybody, they could see everybody's faces, and tons of people were on the phone. But what Tim Roth's character noticed was this. When he listened to the audio, he could tell that the assassin was smiling. Now, here's a little tip that I'm going to give you. His facial expression does affect your tonality. All right? Now, I'm going to recite the Pledge of Allegiance real quick, and notice my mouth. I'm not smiling. All right? Okay, listen to this. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible for all. All right? That's Pledge of Allegiance like that. Now, listen to my voice and the tonality and how it sounds when I'm smiling. All right? I pledge allegiance to the flag, the United States of America, one nation, under God, indivisible, with one nation. You can hear the difference. I screwed up the pledge of allegiance. I haven't said it in a long time. But you can hear the difference in my voice when I'm not smiling and when I'm smiling. See, there is, and you can hear it. You could turn this video off, and you could listen to it, and you would be able to hear me smiling. You'd be able to hear it in my voice. So when you're singing, try to emote, to express it with your face. It'll help, I promise. Okay. Awesome. Body. See my videos. I didn't say you weren't moving your body. That was just a tip I'd get. If you are moving, keep moving your body. Dragon rocks it out. I bet he does. Log him at Dragon stream about a week. On the back. Sure. Sorry, change accounts. We got a double Matt in the chat. True mercenary. Double trouble. Matt's left. Needs to come back. So yeah, number one, Dragon, if you are moving your body, keep doing it. Number two, expression. Your expression will come through. And then third tip I would give, and I think you already do this, but I'll just throw this tip out there just in case. When you're singing a song, know the song. Because if you have the song memorized and aren't reading the words off the prompter, you will be able to give yourself leeway to, dance about, And one of the things that you do, I learned this from Ramakana Reddy, is when you're speaking to groups of people, scan the crowd, make eye contact, wait about 4 seconds, and then let's say there's a person there, there's a person there, there's a person there, there's a person there. What you want to do is you want to make contact with the person there, then over there, then over there, then over there. So try to move your eye contact about as you're speaking. And you'll find that you connect with the person, and especially if it's a pretty girl in the audience, you can make eye contact with her. A lot of people don't know the secret to eye contact. A lot of people think the secret is stare at the person. It's not right either. Some people think, just pretend you're not interested and don't look at the person. The key to successful eye contact is to establish eye contact for about 5 or 6 seconds, and then if the person moves their eyes this way, and then bring it back. Wherever they move. There's a technique called matching and mirroring, and Matching and mirroring, this is one way to establish rapport. And here's the difference between matching and mirroring. They both mean the same thing. But what matching is if I raise my right hand, you raise your left hand. So if I was to go like this, you wouldn't copy my moves exactly, but if I was going like this, you'd go, hey, you know what? Yeah, make somewhat of the same gesture. And another key to matching and mirroring is the time disconnect. You know, if I go like this, you don't want to do the exact same thing at the exact same time. Like if I did this, like you would want to wait 3 to 4 seconds and then just do something comparable, like this or something like that. You know, you'll see that even though it's a movie and these are fictional characters, if you look at the scene between Phil Coulson and Captain America in the movie The Avengers, the 2012 Avengers, look at the scene where Phil Coulson is talking to Captain America in the little Quinjet, and you'll notice there's one shot where Captain America just like puts his arm up against the console like this, and you'll notice to establish rapport because Phil Coulson is very rapport rich person, very friendly. You know what he does? He takes his arm and he does the exact same thing. And if you take that shot and split it down the middle, and like if you put a mirror right here, it would look exactly the same. They both have exactly the same body language, and that is how Phil Coulson engaged in rapport with Captain America. Now, this might have been conscious, it might have just been an actor choice, but it is something to look at, and it is quite interesting. So let's see, not to strike you from Randy's great stream, but then I should do a Thanksgiving stream later. Yeah, great idea, Mark. Live stream, try to do that. Holiday streams, Black Friday, maybe. Thanks so much for Matt, World of Dragon, guest. You know that fears on NASCAR. So, Claire, audience, whatever your problem is, go ahead and leave it in the stream. We're trying to solve every problem here. And like I said, I'm not only trying to give one idea, one solution. I'm trying to do not one, not two, but 3 solutions to any problem you have. Matt had the problem of he thinks his channel isn't interesting enough. And, one of the things I've said is, like, number 1, learn to be faster. Do the keyboard customization. Number 2, look up some editing videos on YouTube. So not only can you be faster, but, make more interesting content. And number 3, the third thing that I would say to Matt is maybe do a poll. Maybe go on Facebook, poll somebody on there, like, what do you want to see out of my channel? What do you want to do? And then Dragon had the idea of how do I figure out IP hacking so it doesn't happen to me. And for him, I said, Google the top 40 passcodes, make sure it's not one of your passcodes. Number 2, I'm sure there's a Demi's Guide to Hacking or something like that. And number 3, you should try the book Social Engineering by Chris Haddock, which is really good. It teaches you a lot of the tricks that scammers do. And then somebody wanted me to give Dragon a few of my own singing tips. I said emote, be expressive, use gestures. Number 1. Number 2, have different facial expressions. And number 3, try to establish eye contact with people in the audience. And actually, I did a 4th one, that kind of thing, but it is know the song. Because if you know the song and have the song memorized, then you can focus more on performance and not so much reading stuff in the thing. Since hardcore, hey Claire, Mercenary Ferris, maybe your stream later. Thanksgiving, try to figure out how to improve my channels. Yeah, and you can actually do that here if you want. Everybody, leave in the stream. We'll do a thing for Matt right now. So, and we'll do it for me too. If anybody has any ideas on what they would like to see in either my streams or Matt's streams, leave it in the chat. we want to, please the audience. So whatever you want to see, and I would love some ideas for the next vlogs that I do, because we haven't been, I guess we have been solving some problems here. But if you have any other streams, one stream I really want to do is Rise of Skywalker. I want to do that stream. I'm going to probably do that a week before it comes out. Just to get updated on the latest news. And whatever ideas you have for Matt's stream, you go ahead and leave them in the chat. And some more skits. Yeah, I'll try some more skits. I haven't done a lot of skits lately, have I, Dragon? No, I need to fix that. Sorry, Randy, I've been doing for stream. Doing great. Thank you, Mercenary. And the rest of the nerd girl who watches it with me. I don't. Thank you. I'm trying to do my best here. Trying to stay on topic, but it doesn't look like I'm doing it. But oh well. So yeah, I think this is a great way to spend my alone time. I really do, because I don't do much productive stuff. I am working on my book, working on the second edition. I just need to suck it up and do it. I mean, I was actually working on an audiobook version. I do actually have 7 or 8 chapters down. So, yeah. So this is a problem-solving stream. So if you have any problems, we're going to find not 1, not 2, not 3, not 1, not 2, but 3 ways to solve a problem, whatever it is, whatever it may be. We got Dragons for solving IP hacking. We got Matt, or we got also Dragons for tips to sing better, public speaking tips, and then we got a little for Mercenary Comparatives. Again, with patience, persistence, and consistency. Then we got stuff for Matt, the keyboard strokes. Do a poll on here, what you like, and then a little few editing vlogs. Probably watch some. Who is a really good vlogger is Casey Neistat. He actually goes over a few of his editing tips. So, like Super Randy, thank you, Mike. One of my best friends, Dan, got this for me. How do you do vocal warm-ups? Thank you, Super Randy. You're welcome to that. Especially with modules coming on. Modules. I don't know anything about nodules. I do know some things that are good for the voice. Like number 1, honey is very good for the vocal cords. And they say you want to try some honey. And then also, I don't know if this is good before you go up, but Sleepy Time Tea makes sinus clearing stuff. So yeah, Sleepy Time Tea does make a Sleepy Time Tea does make a tea that clears up your sinuses, and then also spicy food clears up the sinuses. I don't know if that's okay for you, because some people. Personally, I make a lot of quesadillas, and whenever I have quesadillas, I take some fresh jalapenos and I chop it, and I find that opens up the nasal cavity a lot. So those are good. Those are really good. And then music theory starts out with subject. So you know what, Dragon? I do not know the answer to that question, but I can point you somewhere that does. Number 1, and Google is such an amazing tool. So if you look up, what was the question? How do you do vocal warm-ups? You can type that in Google. You can type that in YouTube. And if you have a friend who's good at singing, you can ask them. there are three ways: Google, YouTube, and then because I'll tell you the truth, I don't know the answer to every question, but I know where I can find it. There we go. Any other questions? Pretty rusty on my music theory, but I'm sure you have to teach you to. Yeah, so there you go. Yeah, Doc can help you. And one thing that I would avoid is greasy food, because the grease can get on the vocal cords and mess it up and scratch it all day. Avoid fried food, because that fried food can make your voice really scratchy. You don't want to scratch your voice. So if you're going out and you're going to a restaurant and you're singing karaoke, but you're also ordering food, don't order fried pickles. Don't order jalapeno poppers. Don't order fried mushroom. Stay away from anything fried. Don't eat French fries, because it'll tear you up real quick. So, any other questions that we have? So, welcome to the problem solving stream. Here we're dedicated to solving a problem, and then, like I said before, we're not just solving one problem. We're not solving one way to deal with a problem, not two ways, but three ways. So whatever your problem is, I will help you find not one, not two, but three ways to deal with the problem. And if I can't figure out the problem, I know places to send you where you can find the answer. So Google is a wonderful resource, and you gotta hand it to Google, because this was not a resource that was available for all time. When I was a kid, if I had a question, go to the Encyclopedia Britannica. If it wasn't in there, you got to wait until you school and then ask your teacher. If your teacher didn't know, then you had to go to the library for the art catalog, which was an effing nightmare. People don't understand how good they have it. You can go on Kindle right now, put any book in, likely it'll show up on Kindle. Get by, put that instantly on your Kindle, and read all about it from right there. So, a lot of people have these tools, and my suggestion to you would be use the heck out of it. Because there are some days you won't be able to use them at all. You're going to wish you wanted. You're going to wish you were able to, and then your internet goes down for a day and a half like mine did. Got to find the answer on your computer or somebody else's computer. So, does anybody else have some problems they're working on? Any problems? Oh, and by the way, what do you want to see out of my channel? Is there something you want to see more out of my channel? Want to do more of? I'm working on animations right now. I'm working on a really good one called The Thrilling 3. The Thrilling 3 was a short film. It was the first short film I ever won an award for. There's this film festival in Arizona called the A3S, the A3F Film Festival, the Almost Famous Film Festival. And it was in Phoenix. And in the Almost Famous Film Festival, they had three criteria. Number one, you had to use a pre-selected theme, and they selected it, and it was superhero. The second thing was a quote. You had to have this line in there. Are you sure that's it? And then the third thing is you had to have a prop in there that they pre-selected, and the prop was a piece of paper that's balled up. Okay, so it was superhero. Are you sure that's it? And a balled up piece of paper. And we had to have all those in there. And The reason that they made us do that is so that somebody couldn't just, film a video and say, oh, we did this in a day. Because it was a 72-hour film festival. We had 3 hours to make it in. And me, my friends, I played Boring Master. My friend Ron Ward was in it. His wife Gretchen was in it. And my friend Chris Andrews, who's one of the best actors I've ever worked with, was in it. And we made the movie Thrilling 3. And it's one of the very first videos of all time that I ever made. And what's cool about the Almost Famous Film Festival is that when they play it, they don't just play it in like a tiny little theater. They played it in a theater of 500 people. So now there were two tiers. There was the top 20 through 40, and there was the top 1 through 20. So I made it to the honorable mention, which was the 20 through 40, and it was pretty good animation. So we got that. I mean, it was a pretty good movie, and like I said, I won honorable mention for it. Got like a little certificate. It was cool, and my movie was played in a theater of 500 people. That was pretty freaking awesome. Pretty freaking awesome. Like I said, Thrilling 3, first movie I ever won an award for. Which is also kind of cool because it's the first movie I ever entered into a contest. So, and about 80 people entered. So about half those people actually made it. I was one of that half. So, more live streams. All right, yeah, I'll do more live streams. Some progress at Cameo Man, more Cameo Man, maybe longer episodes like Prisma series. And as my good buddy Dragon said, more live streams. I will do some more live streams. It might just be off the cuff. And speak on behalf of the entire that the stream format is awesome. That your wholeness and good advice make me sell the stream. Thank you. Thank you, Mercenary Curtis. I appreciate that. Thank you. And I try to give advice. I try to give good advice because I really am interested in helping people. And I believe in a lateral thing. And I actually use this when I'm out and about. But lateral thinking is this. Like normal thinking is like what's 1 plus 1? A lot of people say 1 plus 1 is 2. That's correct. And a lot of people would say there's no other answer. That is infinite. That's one of the only correct answers, but there are other answers. Lateral thinking is sidestepping normal thinking and say, you know what, there's not only one correct answer, there's 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, there's an infinite amount of correct answers other than 1 plus 1 equals 2. One answer could be 1 plus 1 equals 2 minus 1. Or another answer could be 1 plus 1 equals 2 eyes. And 2 eyes and Roman numerals is 2. Another correct answer for 1 plus 1 equals is 1 plus 1 equals 4 words. Another correct answer for 1 plus 1, what 1 plus 1 equals, is you could say 1 plus 1 is an equation, which is also correct. So the answer 1 plus 1 equals 2 is not actually the only correct answer. If you ask what does 1 plus 1 equal, you could say that's also a question. So there's tons of different answers, all right. And a lot of people, before they watch the stream, thought, oh, there's only one correct answer. 1 plus 1 equals 2. Not the only correct answer. So, speak of Amen. More standalone drawing streams. This is getting too cryptic. Where's Carrie? Sorry, Cody. Sorry about that. Where's Carrie? I don't know where Carrie is. One letter in, that's fine. So yeah, Cody, we were just talking about lateral thinking. How there's not only one solution to a problem, but there's many solutions to a problem. LOL. Just kidding. Okay. And lateral thinking is actually a book by Edward de Bono. He's got some pretty cool stuff out there. He's the guy who wrote the book Six Thinking Hats, and he also wrote the book How to Be More Interesting, which is a good book. Because Edward de Bono states something very, very true and very insightful. In the book How to Be Interesting, he said, if you're a supermodel, that's good, but a supermodel who's boring is still boring, boring, boring. And he says you might be very rich, but a rich person who's boring is still boring, boring, boring. So if you're not a supermodel and you're not rich, you owe it to yourself to be interesting, because that may be the only asset you've got going. Something. So yeah, I mean, I'm not rich and I don't look like a supermodel, so I got to be interesting. That's number one thing right there. That might be the honest for the supermodel. I have a friend on the internet. He's a really great singer. Really both into Japan and Freddie Mercury and Queen. I developed a crush on him, but it's kind of hates me. What do I do? Who did you develop a crush on? I think Freddie Mercury is gone. So, so yeah, welcome to the problem solving stream. Coming up with 3 solutions to a problem, whatever it may be. And I just got it. Yeah. So, anyway, welcome to the problem solving stream. I'm sounding a little bit like a broken record, a little bit like a broken record, a little bit like a broken record. I'm just reminding everybody of why we're here. I'm going to end this about 1:30. I need to get a quesadilla in me. I got sour cream and jalapenos for it. So, Mercenary Comparatus. Hey, Library Laughs. How's it going? What we're doing here is we are solving people's problems, and we're not coming up with one solution, not 2, but 3 solutions to your problem, whatever it may be. Library Laughs, go. Whatever the problem is. What's going on? I don't know what's going on in the chat, but doing good. All right, doing good. Do you have any problems you're working on? Any you want to get dealt with? Any you want to solve? Now, people in the chat, be nice to each other. This is Tommy Wiseau says, if everyone would just love each other, the world would be a better place than me. Wise words, Tommy. Wise words. So we got 9 people in here. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 people in the chat. 10 people in the chat. All right. So for the 2 people that just came in, what we're doing here is we're doing a problem-solving stream, and we are not going to find one problem. We're not going to find one solution. We're not going to find two solutions. We are going to find 3 solutions to whatever your problem is, because I believe in lateral thinking. I do not believe that there is one solution to a problem. I believe there are many solutions to a problem. And like I said before, if I can't answer your question, I can tell you where to find the answer. So if you got a problem, put it in the chat. We'll solve it. We'll get it handled in an expanding manner. And I will come up with 3 different ways to solve your problem, whatever it may be. So, Dragon, any new drawing animations coming out? Yes. Who said that? Yeah, we do have some new. Oh, by the way, Library, I haven't watched all your videos, but I did see the one with the muscle builder and the nunchucks. That was freaking hilarious. That was awesome. I like that. You know, and that was really cool. I like that. The nunchuck thing was cool. I like that. Drawings have a new problem. There's someone in the unit for really nasty lies about me. What do I do? What do you do? Well, better audience. The Bible says bad associations spoil useful habits. So if you could cut off all relations with this person, block this person on whatever, and and then if they're spreading lies about you, block them, don't talk to them, and then third, I want a third solution here. Block them, don't talk to them, and then I would try to get the truth out there, because I would make the truth be known, and then the people who count will believe you. The people who count will believe you. And in the Bible, in 1 Thessalonians 4:11, it says we want to live a quiet life. I don't strive for things. That is the thing. I'm on here to help people. I'm here to help you, and you, and you, and everybody in the chat. That is my purpose. I'm here to serve you. So whatever you can do, number one, just try to be the best person you can be. That's all I can say. And I gotta say, for everybody's problem, there's always one person you can go to. Go to jail and pray about it. And if you don't get an answer, pray for the answer to come upon, whatever it is. So all good questions. Next one. Well, are you top or bottom? Person will block me. Which one way? Which numbers? Is that from Dragon? Well, Claire audience, there's only one thing you can do. Try to build a good reputation for yourself. Do good deeds. Do nice things for people. Don't do it to get a thank you. Do it because it's the right thing to do. And number one, do not pay back injury for injury. Someone attacks you, somebody goes after you, turn the other cheek, turn that cheek. And one of the apostles asked Jesus, how many times must I forgive a person? Up to 7 times? And then Jesus said, no, not up to 7 times. You should forgive them every day, 77 upon 7 times. And that was Jesus' way of saying an infinite amount of times. So if this person is repentant, then forgive them. If they're not repentant, shake the dust from your feet and move on. So there you go. Well, I mean, I'm going to tell you something right now. There are a few people who the best way to stop ridicule is to remove yourself from the equation. There you go. So if you keep getting triggered on screens, maybe stop screening. I can neither confirm nor deny. Because fears is my friend. I would not betray. There you go. I regard my friends very highly, or else they would not be my friends. Now, fans are anybody who supports me. Those are fans. The people that I don't like, the people that hate me, the people that don't endorse me, those are other people. But, like I said, I'll tell you this again, because I've stated this like twice before, but just to hammer that nail in, I'll say it a third time. All right? There's the low road, there's the middle road, and there's the high road. Number one, the low road, treating people worse than they treat you. That's the way a lot of people deal with other people. And it's sad. And then there's the middle road. And the middle road is treating people worse than they treat you. Or no, middle road is treating people the same as they treat you, which is good. It's that asymmetry. It's good road. But the high road is treating people better than they treat you. And I've always held this belief and always had to say, I give you respect until you prove to me that you don't deserve it. So, and honestly, to the person who asked that question, you have been saying very rude and mean things almost this entire stream. And I haven't blocked you. I'm not going to block you. But is that how you want to live your life? Just take digs at people. Take digs at people and just knock them down. I believe in building people up. Because people's mouths can get them into trouble. A lot of trouble. I mean, I remember my mom's ex-husband used to get drunk all the time. Like, one time I was sitting in my bedroom and I could hear him toss away the can as he drank it. And I started counting in my head. And it seemed like every minute he was tossing a can in the garbage. Then I went out. I was minding my own business. I was on my computer in the living room. I just started seeing shut. And my mom didn't believe any of this. And this went on for a long time. So what I did is I'm a filmmaker, obviously. So I knew he was going to go off on one of his drunken rants. So what I did, I went in the bedroom, got my camera, set it up on the hallway, and I just let him come at me. I said, oh yeah, is that what you think? Tell me what you really think. I says, you're a moron. You're an effing moron, you piece of ass. I'm like, oh yeah. So the next day, my mom took me back to my apartment. I had a bedroom in the house, but I also had an apartment. The bedroom was unused, but I went back to my apartment. And I told my mom, hey, you know what? I want to play with something. So I had her put the headphones on. I had her listen to the audio of him berating me and cutting me down and just saying, let me tell you, some of the stuff that he said to me is still in the back of my mind today. Like, he said some of the most ruthless stuff that could ever come out of a person who was supposed to be your father. But I played her the tape. She listened to it. She next thing she hang up and said, we're getting divorced. So watch what you say, because you don't know who is this man. Just let me know. And you know, I'm trying to be a nice guy. I really am. I'm on this stream for you. If you be serious, and if you quit taking digs at me, you know what? And if you be honest and be sincere and be genuine and tell me a problem that you're having that doesn't have to do with fears, you know what? I might not only be able to solve your problem, but I might be able to solve your problem in 3 different ways. Here's a thought. Okay. Real problem. Real estate. Blood. Vegan. Okay. Fans. Well, again, you know, you'll notice one thing that's absent, and it's conspicuously absent in all my advice, and this is expecting other people, expecting to control other people. You won't find myself giving people that advice. You won't find myself giving advice, well, just talk to this person, do this, because you cannot control other people's behavior. You know, the only person that you can control, not even God can control you. God gives us free will. So even God can't control you. And it's not me. It's not your mom. It's not your father. The only person's behavior that you have control over is yours. That's the only person you have control over. Okay. So I'll leave you with a quote that Mahatma Gandhi said. Be the change you want to see in the world. Okay. So if you want the world to change, you need to change. Don't try to change other people. Now, if you want to change other people's behavior, start by changing your own behavior first. Because if you change your behavior, you'll find out that people react very differently to you. Okay? Which NLP technique were you interested in, Claire audience? I'm not going to comment on almost any of these mind control. Well, the Claire audience, if you want to learn about NLP and mind control, you might want to check out Mind Control Language Patterns by Dantalian Jones. It's a very good book on the internet. So it gives you As far as mind control and NLP goes, mind control is one aspect of NLP. It's not a highlighted aspect. NLP uses a lot of stuff like hypnosis, language patterns, which are the way you use language. If you're genuinely interested, I would look up NLP for Dummies or the Idiot's Guide to NLP. Those are good places to start. And if you're interested in helping people, I would look up life coaching for Dummies. But my thoughts on mind control are this. There's a difference between persuasion and manipulation. And they're exactly the same thing, but who you do them for. Manipulation is I'm getting you to do something for me. Persuasion is I'm getting you to do something not only for yourself, but for me too. So with manipulation, you're the only one who benefits. With persuasion, we are working both for mutual interest. Yeah. I always thought that if you want to change the world, it's best to start with yourself. That is true. I don't think he should delete his own channel. I think Dragon has the right to his own channel the way we have the right to our own channel. But, So, I am going to bid you a fond adieu. I want to leave you with this snappy quote. Snappy quote. Okay. I'm going to leave you with this. And this is from Albert Einstein. And the quote is this. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and over again, expecting a different result. So, if you want someone to be nice to you, try something different and be consistent, and don't stab somebody in the back 2 weeks later after you've been impressed. Be consistent, be a friend always, and that, I must say, is that. This is Randy Brown for Camunet and blogging with Mr. Brown, and I will talk to you later. All right, bye.